G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm of course Akalflus, and today I just want to do a really quick and short video here regarding the POC for two reasons. First of all, I wanted to make this video because I felt like this is information that could help people out there who are not only just new to the POC, but some of you might have already been familiar with the POC and stuff like that. You may not have realized this, and I figured it could be important. Secondly, at the same time, I left a community post yesterday asking you guys what I might be doing wrong here on the channel and what might be good to improve it, and some of you actually suggested doing much shorter videos as well at the same time, making videos that concerns tips and the like. So I figured I'd take that opportunity to make a quick little video regarding a tip that I want to share here. Now it's a really quick tip, a really short tip, which I probably don't really need to make a video for this, but I don't really see a way of getting the message out there, so I think this could be important. And the tip that I want to share essentially is do not complete your weekly adventures when there's a new patch approaching. And basically I made this mistake before because when the new weekly adventures are out, usually I immediately go ahead and complete them and I forget that the patch is coming, which means I am depriving myself of some potential new fragments. Now do not get confused there, because you want to complete weekly adventures before the week resets, and usually the week will reset on a Sunday in your local time, usually at 12 AM. So what you want to do is you want to complete the weekly adventure for the week before the patch drops, but leave the weekly adventure for the week the patch is going to drop. Hopefully that makes sense. And the reason why you want to do that is because, again, you will be getting a new set of weekly adventures for that upcoming week, and because you are going to get a new set of weekly adventures, you're going to get a refresh rewards here. So as you can see, I'm just using this as an example. This week is probably the final week before the patch drops next week, which will of course bring us the Glory in the Void reset. So essentially you will want to complete your weekly adventures before that patch drops, as I've done here. I've already completed my 3.5-star Draven, the 2-star Misfortune, and at the same time the 1.5-star Karma here. So again, like I said, you want to complete this set of adventures before the patch drops next week, but when the weeklies reset, which should be in a day and 6 hours as you can see here, you don't want to complete the new set because the patch is coming out. I hope I'm not confusing you. I'm trying to explain in the best possible method that I can. If you are confused, leave me a comment. I will try my best to help you out here. Now that's basically all I want to say, but before we end this video, I want to give you a quick little bonus tip as well. So we go into the champion select menu here, and if we go into the champion roster, you can see right now I have 43 out of 50 champions. Now I obviously haven't reached my cap of 50 yet, but when I am approaching my cap of 50, I will want to spend these wild fragments. So the quick bonus tip that I want to give you essentially is that you want to try to hold on to your wild fragments as long as possible. So as you can see here, we have 43 wild fragments, right? Which means the next time I open a chest, assuming I get duplicates, and chances are I will get duplicates, it's gonna go up to 47. Now assuming the next day I get another set of duplicates, it's gonna go up to a 51 out of 50. Now 51 obviously exceeds your cap, but it's still fine because Now 51 obviously exceeds your cap, but it's still fine because POC has a little bit of a leniency rule where you can go slightly over the amount of fragments that... Now it's still fine because POC has a leniency rule where you can go slightly over the maximum amount of wild fragments that you have, assuming that's the first time you actually exceed it. What this means is that if you are at say 47 or 48 wild fragments, you get an additional 4 fragments on top of that, you go to 51 or 52, it's still fine. You can even go up to 53 or 54, assuming that's the first time. However, if you have already exceeded your wild fragments for the first time, say you're at a 51 or a 52, and you get another 4 on top of that, bringing your tally to 55 or 56, that remaining 4 fragments will not be counted. Now if you've played POC before, you'll know that wild fragments are extremely important because quite frankly, getting unique fragments for the champions is fairly difficult. So you are definitely going to want to use these wisely, but at the same time, you don't want to essentially over exceed your cap because they are just going to be burned and you don't want that to happen either. My recommendation is that once you're approaching the maximum limit of 50 here, go ahead and use a wild fragments on a cheap champion. Something like the Tom Kenshia, which is only going to take 10 fragments to star up to star 1, could be actually really good to spend on. However, I do not recommend using your wild fragments to unlock a new champion, quite simply because when the new patch drops, there's going to be new champions coming, so it's better to essentially allow yourself to decide if you want to unlock the new champions instead of the current set. But yeah, that's basically it. Those are just 2 short little tips that I wanted to share with you as quick as I can as the new patch approaches. I hope this could help you guys out in your accounts as well as progression. I am fully aware that not many of you play this game frequently because of work schedules and stuff like that, which I totally totally get because I'm in a similar position myself, so it might be slightly difficult to manage your wild fragments and the like. Therefore, I hope I was able to help you out a little bit in terms of how to manage it efficiently. So if you guys enjoyed this short little video and thought this was helpful, consider leaving a like as well as subscribing to the channel. I really do appreciate that support, but most importantly, it's so that you don't miss future episodes or uploads of Legends of Runeterra or Path for Champions content just like this one. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching as well as joining me. This is Kevlar signing off. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.